to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Gophers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan State's offense will get the ball first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Minnesota's offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Oh, what a move. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Green. Great move. Now he's got room. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They want to run it left here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
He'll return it from around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
From the 30-yard line on first down, they'll try the run. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Golden Gophers will try to punch it in on first and goal. He might want another play. He's looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Trying to pound their way in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Slams it ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds a tight end, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Finds him out of the backfield.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. A little screen to the running back.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Burns. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Spartans will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Fakes the grab over the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab down the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Quarterback making checks. Sends it back in motion. They want to throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Bowling Green. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Braun. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to sling it on second down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. To the air on first down. Looking for a huge play. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Right back to the well. Inside the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Finds his man. It's Hill. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball.
Let's go!
The give to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Gain of 18.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Spartans line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, David.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They're going to run it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the move, it's Byrne. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Looking to fire. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to march their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls.
You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the target. Complete to the left. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the... Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
The short hands, it's Connors.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt.
Return runs out of bounds.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Oh, he found a space on the right. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not
going for it all. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. Got a man. It's Byrne. Still running at the 40. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship, and winning a national championship